Hello YouTube! Let's play a little again. I have coffee and I have gingerbread cookies. Yum yum yum, hungry cookie monster. Look, gingerbread cookies. We call it pepperkake, literally pepper cake. Dunked in coffee. God damn. I'm gonna try. I've sealed the lune. I tried roughing it up a little using the professional 1000 and then the Kitayama 4K and seeing basically how it behaves on a little more polished edge. Look, if you do this every now and then in the blue moon, it's usually enough to keep a stone flat. I say usually because you have people that literally sharpen on that part of the stone, literally using this much and never the entire stone, so just want to see something. I haven't tried. So show any sweet. You can see how damn glossy and shiny this is. Even with a pencil, it's extremely fine surfaced. I'm guessing this is taken up to at least 1000 grit finish, if not a good bit more when polishing. It's sticking, so it's pretty damn flat. Wanting to see what's hardest. Also roughing up the surface a little. You see it's the professional, which is being abraded. Check for flatness. Isn't flat. It's lower around here. That's probably not much, but I've sealed the back side just because there it's starting to get flat, so we're talking minimal, just because I want this stamp to be intact. Oops. I'm gonna just check if that did anything to scratch it. I'm guessing absolutely not. It's taking ever so slightly, it's hard to tell. Can you tell this tiny part here is ever so slightly more dull? I need the exact, can I even get it there? Maybe you can see it on camera. I can actually see it better on the camera than in real life. I got overhead spots coming straight down. Here I got a big ass window. So I got natural light. And this is extremely hard to tell. It's like moving all around and I can barely tell it's done anything. So I know it's a hard ass stone. Let me, shh, don't tell anyone. Oh yeah, baby. dragging off the edge. How do I put this? I know that the lune is harder than the Pro. I forgot. And yeah, I know this takes time. Are we there yet? No, far from it. There we are there yet. I know the lune is harder. I'm just so it doesn't start going everywhere. That's a good indication, because this to me isn't gonna be used like a abrasive, like sharpening stone. It's gonna be used as a pure finisher. Just thin a little using the mud that's already here. Always thin this every time I sharpen, getting more and more performance out. Now I'm using 200-ish grams, and I often say to people, like, one of these, you can see it weighs 90 grams, so 2 of those is around the grams. So the pressure I use. My goal is to make this more and more flat until it's damn near a 0 ground with just a micro bevel. I often tell people you can go crazy thin in kitchen knives, because you aren't, when you are, for example, doing carving, you're doing this in wood. With kitchen knives it's all up and down, so you can go crazy thin. That is the cut, by the way. It's when I washed my scooter. I forgot that the water hose was caught, so I nicked myself a little. So just thinning ever so lightly, just flattening it out. And look guys, a good Nanova Pro 1000, it's hard to beat that stone in feeling and performance. But they're becoming softer, as you see. Just it's shedding mud with barely any pressure. It's actually softer than Nanova Pro than Magina S300, which is insane. Going to the edge, pretty low here. They're at maybe 5. I'm using 200-300 grams. I know it sounds much, but if you convert to pounds, no, it isn't. Can't remember, I put a pretty damn micro bevel on this, so think that's a burr. Maybe just a tiny more down here. And look guys, that the burr, say you create one hell of a thick burr up here, you need to make that as thick all over. This is a little more here. And the reason is, if not, you will create low and high spots in your edges. There, I'm pretty sure it's so thin, so when I touch the burr, it basically just goes whoops to the other side, just by touching it. And this is VG10, I think, is it 60, 61-ish? Ridiculously low and thin. This is as thin as a Kunosuke, Masakage, Shibata, Takamura. The most insane lasers out of Japan. Spent probably 2 hours, fully spending 2 hours thinning this to make it perform. And yes, I always rock a little to create an edge. I can show you how damn thin it is. Look at that edge. It just vanishes. Can you see? And hold it there for a while, so the people at home is like, oh, normal knives look like that. No, no. This makes a Shibata Kutetsu seem fat at the edge. Literally. This will outperform a Shibata Kutetsu every day of the week and twice on the weekends. Not steel wise, not grind wise, but thinness and cutting performance wise. Yeah, I hear the sound changes, which tells me I'm close or at the edge. Then I'm lightening up severely to maybe 50-100 grams. And we're at 12 minutes, full sharpening, full thinning. There, got number. I'm not gonna spend much time deburring, etc., because I want to push and test the lune, what it can do. Just let me clean up. So I want to truly test the stone, because it seems like it got some power. So again, bare minimum, I could spend like a minute or 2 doing just those motions. This is important, cleaning the stone, no, the knife, sorry, so I don't get grit contamination from the knife over to my Kitayama. And look guys, that was a full thinning from a dulled apex to deep profiling and creating a edge in 14 minutes. You will never ever, if it's not shipped, spend that time. So my Kitayama 4K, which is just a dream, I always do that to mark the side I'm not sharpening at. You see, this is a little shorter and a little wider. I forgot to show you the edge. Sorry, Guys, I know it's insanely good straight off 1,000, especially with G10, and it's so wrong to say cheap steel because VG10 is actually a pretty damn good steel used in many high-end knives, but it's so common these days, so you see it at insanely good prices like the Dojiro. So it's cheap, it isn't, it's a very, very, very good one. I mean, you don't need more edge than it. But I'm gonna see if the La Lune introduces bite or not. I'm gonna see, can the La Lune clean? I'm just getting dust off because dust we don't want. Let's see here. Again, it's just to see what's harder. And I know it's the La Lune, but still. See. Just letting it dry. That looks damn near the polish I had, so maybe it's polished from the factory to around 4 or 5K, because now it's just as glossy as it was when I can't see any difference. I can still see the low spots here and there, tiny amount. Can you see that the part I did blended in, so it's the same. So that's experiment 1. Let's just not polish, and you'll see how sticky this is. It's like glue, which is the downside to the Kitayama. It literally is glue for adhesive or binder, especially here on the sides. It feels like sharpening on gum, like one piece. Just getting the first of you, and there you see it starting to stick like insane. Just getting rid of the worst scratches here. Again, not bothering about looks, just taking it and being a little kind with it. I'm not gonna put a micro bevel on it. I'm gonna actually try it with a 5-degree edge per side, which many say will ship just by looking at it. Well, I don't think so, mate. It's all about the user. The pro kitchen, it won't tell off because you don't have time to use your knife right. Barely any pressure. Just like 20-30 grams. Just barely resting my fingers on it. It's so low it wanting to suck itself onto the stove. And to put into perspective, you normally sharpen around, let's go again, 90, 45, 22.5. That's 10, 11, 12-ish. I'm here. Oh, very low. I can't remember what side I just sharpened. So I'm not after a burr. Those people that say when you switch stones you need to grate a burr. Yeah, learn to sharpen. Learn to know about steel, especially steel fatigue and stress. Burr is your worst enemy. I can't master the pyramid method by cliff stamp, burless sharpening. I can't do it. I need to have a burr to establish when I've reached the apex. The reason for these high passes is to crunch off any burr. It's not like a micro bevel. You can call it that, but it's two separate things. I'm not sharpening on a bevel here consciously. I'm just raising the angle a tiny bit to deburr. That's two different parts of the same coin basically. And it's hard to describe. And I can hear the blade start to sing. That's how thin it's starting to be. It's if I do this, maybe it's harder to no, easier to see that as a background. If I can hit focus, ya mother. Can you see how thin that is behind the edge? It's pretty damn thin to be a Vegeta knife and a cheaper working horse knife. The tip. Oh, I poked myself because I'm trying to get the camera to focus. So I'm watching the camera instead. Can you focus? There you can probably see it. Ah, focus! There you can see it. It's insanely thin, guys. It's yeah, it's some impressive stuff. It's holding up without any damage. Just gonna where did the plate go? Clean this a little because this load, and if you leave the metal there it can rust and be embedded and create problems. So this, just getting the worst loading out. And look guys, it's like flattening glue. It's a pain in the bottom. You need to wash it, like even the grit from it won't wash out. It's the nearest thing if you want to sharpen on something that feels like glue. Just putting that away. I always take care of my stones, so dry, 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 and put away, and I let them air dry for at least 2-3 hours before I put them away. Oh yeah, god damn it, a cup of joe. It's the best thing in the world. I use a tiny bit of sea salt and vitamin C powder for the acidity and to reduce the bitterness. Yeah, I know this takes time, sorry, but one of those spring-loaded ones would be best. To center it. Now I'm washing and rubbing my plate so I don't induce any particles. Just the weight of the plate. Just what induce scratches. Look guys, I don't care if it's 100% flat. It's, yeah, this is some high quality mud. Just pulling off the corners. Here I'm basically using not even the weight of the plate. You want very, very, very glossy corners because they can release the abrasive. So then one more round. That's the best feeling mod I've ever felt. Doing the same. And this DMT has been hella good. I've had it for 7, 8, maybe even 9 years of time. I'm using no force. You can see how fast it moves. Just getting rid of the finish. I want these to be naturally finished with each other and starting to polish each other. Look guys, this mud, it feels like silky skating on soap. It's actually becoming less and less sticky. Just doing the corners. And look guys, you don't need much. It's just not so have any sharp ridges. There. I think that's enough. Then let's do this. They're starting to stick, which is good. This isn't completely flat, but it's a slurry stone, so it doesn't need to be. Just now getting rid of the worst scratches. Slurries beautifully over the edges. So important. And I'm doing this, oops, to help reduce the risk of those grains I felt. Can I get this? Of course, this got stuck there. let's feel. That's silk. It feels like soap actually, which is insane. So let's play. I'll show you the fork edge. Sorry, but this, it's so freaking delicious. That in my belly. Definitely improved from the 1K. Cutting paper. Then, as I always say, do you care about that? Well, I don't, but now when I do the 3-finger test, I use extreme light pressure. I can slide, and it basically tells me that the teeth is a little gone, which is what I want to see if this can introduce again. Am I still filming? Yep. No pressure, just the weight of the knife. That is actually, I didn't think this could be improved, but it actually improved the feedback. Holy hell. And to say a stone feels good is the understatement of the century. Like, this feels like the holy grail. Like something you've been searching for your entire life. It isn't shedding more abrasive either, it's just cutting. And if you don't think this cutting power from a natural in... I'm actually thinking this is 7, 8, 9K is impressive. Well, then you haven't been around much naturals. It isn't cortical speed, but it's very near. And again, I'm not after Kasumi or finish, I'm just getting rid of the worst scratches. Using 200-300, maybe even 400-500, a good amount of pressure, just seeing can I harm the stone. And no, I can't. I'm using pressure, which reddens my fingers and tears me out. Not 1 grain, so it probably needed a little surfacing. Let's slurry up again. And look guys, you don't need, I'm left-handed, so sorry. You don't need much slurry, and I can already feel these are starting to even out each other, which is what I want. I want the stone to be its natural state. If that makes it slightly less fine, then so be it. I want it to be how do I say, like these grits even out each other. It's not I that polish the stone, it's the stone that polish itself. Does that make sense? If not, then yeah. Again, not one speck of sand. And some coffee. Oh yeah. Again, let's use some force. Before I did the resurfacing, it released tiny amount of grains when I used some force. Now I'm using probably 2-3 kilos. I'm bearing down, you see my fingers are tense. That's tiring. Nope, completely clean, just cutting. And it cuts with less force too, even down to the weight of the knife it still cuts, which is hella impressive. So I'm in love with this stone. If I could marry a stone after 2 days of knowing it, this would be it. I just hope, because stones, when you come deeper into it, they can change. I really hope this doesn't, because I feel like I found love. Literally feel like I found true love. I know it sounds weird, guys, but this is the stone for me. It's yeah. This is on cheap stainless, and it even feels nice, which nothing have to date, nearly. Now I want to try a real brick-sized one. Can you see, look down here, that's where I'm aiming at. Look at that polish. Maybe even 8-9K. Maybe. I'm guessing 8, 7, 8. It's more than a 6K. It's hella impressive, guys. Not one grain. That's hella impressive. Now I'm gonna smooth it out. There, washing it to release the oils because it's oil finished. Just getting soap there, and using not even the weight of the slurry stone. I'm just wanting to see how fine I can get it now. Doing the edge, does it lose it bite? Look, it's skating. And yes, I'm doing grids because some stones, I know it's, look, I'm not touching it, it's a little downhill here. That's cool. That tells you it's a fine freaking stone. We got the race. Come on, come on. Do it. Come on, come on. You can do it, you can do it. Come on, let me help you. Yeah, just a little water probably. That was freaking cool. There. Oh, stopped. Should we start with stone racing? Slurry stone racing? But yeah, I'm in love. And yes, this is probably boring as hell, but I show everything on my channel. I like to disclose everything I do. Be as honest as I can and show it's so damn slippery. You can hear it starting to get glassy. There it's starting to even out. And I ain't even creating a slurry here, it's just about polishing. Fuck! I said I'm a clumsy cook. Has that altered? Looks like I brought out a little more of the stone's natural pattern. It's probably hard to tell. I'm gonna wipe it on my pants. Can you see a little more about the grain is popping? Gonna check, is there any mud there? Nope. So, and no rains. Oh, fuck, it feels like I'm on ice skate rink on skates. Holy, yeah. Just really getting the knife clean here. Don't want contamination now, especially when it's that fine. Let's try. And now it's actually soaking a tiny bit of water, which is what I wanted. I want the pores and the grains of the stones to be open. And yes, now I'm after a micro bevel. No pressure. That's I know it's weird when you nearly start crying about a fucking sharpening stone, but why haven't I found this sooner? Are you see it soaking in water? God damn. This is what it feels like to be in heaven. This is the closest thing I will come to sharpening heaven. Feels like the edge, the feedback is amazing, but still it feels like no resistance. Just like I'm skating. Like you're just gliding along. Nothing resistance. And guys, I'm doing a extremely thin knife, which is down to 5 degrees. This should snowply and gouge the stone like crazy, no matter what the pressure. If I did this to any other stone I've tested today's date, I would snowplow and wreck the edge. I'm not saying that to be lightly, but that's fact. This is gonna put on the tiniest of tiny micro bevels, which is what you want. There's an analogy in Japan that the micro bevel should look like a strand of hair along the edge. That's how tiny it should be. And you see it's soaking. Oh, fuck, this is good. Holy hell, this is good. As soon as I touch it, it's such feedback. I can hear up here, which I always struggle on every knife. It's different. Like the stone says, look, you can sharpen here and down is perfect. Down there, no, up there is a little worse. I can hear it clear as day in the stone. Listen. It rings more. Listen. And it's clear as effing day. It's yeah. Is it legal to marry stones in Norway? Because I think I might do it. This would look awesome in a white wedding dress. Again, silky. When the problem area comes, we're talking 1 centimeter of the tip. Listen. Silky. Problem. People say I'm over sharpening. No. With this pressure and this fine of a stone, you are barely doing everything. I'm just checking what this stone can do, because I'm utterly fallen for it. I'm literally in love. This is sharpening strokes. Just seeing what it does to the edge. Does it remove or add bite? Because the Kitayama gives a very slick edge. Let's actually try something. Can I improve the slickness? This is a little razor trick. Absolutely. Now I'm doing deburring. Some call it jointing, I call it optimizing the edge. Silky smooth, baby. Going very high. We're at 20-ish. Just to check. Doesn't snowplow, doesn't grab. Look, this is more than insane. It's like next level. It's like I can't believe something this good feeling actually exists. It's blowing me away, and it's the second time I used it. So yeah. Just let the soap soak in so it removes the oils. Let's see if even the light can detect micro bevel. It's extreme, going from 5 to like 20. And when I say I'll leave it at 5, that's the primary bevel. This extremely tiny stuff, it's barely noticeable. Let's see. Is it possible to even detect down there? You can maybe see the different striations there. Maybe. That's giving the same feel, vibrating feel, like 800,000. But the resistance and ease is easily 6, 7, 8 Ks. So yeah, literally the best of both worlds. Yeah. God damn. I'm literally in love. I can't describe it less than that. It's true love. It's true freaking love. You can feel now the tactile feel just from your fingers. It's grabby and silky smooth at the same time. It's hella weird. It's as smooth as to sharpen on as pure glass would feel, but at the same time tactile, and you feel the edge, and it shouldn't be possible to have both. It's like I can't wrap my head around this. can actually see tiny scratches in it, and I haven't felt that while sharpening. Just gonna clean it up here and try to see if you can see it. Fuck, the coating I put on is starting to peel. That's going cheap for you. Just there, it was slightly wet. Again, you see it's starting to peel there. Probably wasn't dry enough. It's nearly impossible to see any scratches, was what I'm gonna say. Not that there is any. I misspoke, but I can see some striations here. I don't know if that's here, there, if that's the stone or not. I can't feel anything. I see one there, can't feel anything. I see some there. I think that's the natural part of the stone. It's still as glossy as you see, but it's, yeah, I said I'm actually in love. This coating was poorly done. As you see, it's flaking off, and yeah, I'm gonna put on a new one and let it rest to tomorrow. As you see, I think this did more harm than good, so it was more to get the sticker to stick. But you see, it's probably that fine finished and with oil, so yeah, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whispering words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whispering words of wisdom, let it be. Look guys, I haven't even stropped it, but that's what I say when I lift heavy. My back is fully back, so I did squats, deadlifts and a full body workout today. Let's start with this. I'm trying to keep it slack. That's yeah, that's to me is pretty impressive. Again, this is see-through. You can see my fingers there, just so I don't hit anything, because I need to watch the little phone while I do this to ensure I'm in view. Feels pretty aggressive while still feeling very polished, which is, it's weird. It's weird, but I like it. The 3-finger test. Oh, freaking yeah. Feels like I'm touching a 3-400 edge, which makes me laugh because it shouldn't, but it does. It's literally scary. And again, unstropped. And it does it. Those patterns, if it wasn't wet, it probably do push. It's very, 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 and now very impressive. I can feel it's aggressive on the strop. which I said about other edge too, which is weird because it's a fine stone, but the edge it leaves feels more aggressive because the abrasive. I don't know how to explain it otherwise than magic. It's magic. That's why. It's literally what it feels to for me. Yeah, let's do this first. There's no resistance, no snags, no nothing. Even the tip, which is my problem area, feels good. The tip feels good. It's just, yeah. Is it as sharp cutting paper as the Rishla edge? No, because I stropped that on loaded diamond. It's a way slicker edge, the one that cut the Rishla. Way slicker. This is more toothy grabby, go through carrots, no sorry carrots, tomatoes, onion skin, garlic skin, 1,000 times better. And it still does that, which is hella impressive. Here it's made a little because it crumbled. Let's try the other paper. It's a tiny bit different. Oh. Yeah. It's actually started and stopped. Which this is easier to cut the Rema 1000 one than the Englamark. I seriously doubt it will do this. Oops. I can get it to stand there. Ah, it fell over before I even touched it. Oh, let's try the other way. Oh, I care much more about this, holding it, seeing is it in view, yep. One side folded a little, there, there. Can I do literally clean cuts? Does it grab with ever so slight pressure? And it does. So that's what I care about. It's an insanely sharp knife. And I know this is ridiculous, but again, you don't need more than this to use in a freaking kitchen. But it's so easy to get there with this setup. I could probably go straight from 1,000 or even a 300. And just there's a little glue in the Rishla and the wax paper, so just so it doesn't set on the edge. And again, this tells me more than anything. And yeah, it's scary. It's scary. This homemade. Stops to again. Look, this is single ply. Going with and against the ground there, it's like a little, because I have nothing to basically hold my fingers on. But it's impressive, at least to me. If you don't think it is, then it's no problem for me. I blocked some people because they have been on my channel saying, oh, that's dull, it won't cut anything. Well, I've proven otherwise. Please be constructive. No problem if you got a sharper knife than me. That's just awesome that you're that skilled. But that doesn't mean this is dull. Just because someone else got something better. Thanks for watching. I'm utterly in love with that stone. Bye.